How you going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to change the serpentine belt and the idler pulley on your Jeep Grand Cherokee SRT. Right, first of all, I'll get the bonnet lifted. All I'm going to do is just pull off this clip here for the hose. Pull that up and out the way. You just pull this clip up, push it towards the engine, and then it just pulls out. And then all you need to do is just pull it out of the way. As you can see, that gives you lots of access to the serpentine belt and the tensioner pulley. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to get a cable tie and then just pull that away, obviously from the area that I'm working on, and then it'll give me better access. A couple of cable ties there. I really do need to get this shed tidied up once I get a moment. So there's a little hole there in the hood lock mechanism. I'll probably put the cable tie through there, join two of them together, and then put it through the hose here. I'll just wrap it around the hose. Right, let's give me better access now. So that bolt there looks like so it's a 16mm. So I'm going to have to get a smaller socket. Right, this is the new part here. V8 323. That is. So as you can see with the indentation here, that when you put tension on it or release the tension, you push it that way, so this part here will go to here, and that's how you release the tension. So I should have a tool. So it looks the same. So what I need to do now, as I say, is I need to release the tension. As you can see, if you cross-reference here, the two notches, that's sort of in the middle here. That's to one side. As I say, I'll push that way. That'll release the tension on the belt. Fit the new tensioner pulley. Release the pressure again, and then this should sit back round in the middle. The issue I'm having is every time I start the car, first start, cold start in the morning, this belt has been squeaking. So that's why obviously I'm going to change the belt and the tensioner wheel. What you want to do is you want to check the orientation of how the belt is on the motor here. If it makes it easier, just take a picture, and then that way you won't actually forget. There's a little square hole there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the tool in there, lever this, that'll move, that'll take the tension off the belt, and then we'll be able to remove the belt. The tool that I'm going to be using today, as you can see, it's just a long bar with a 1/4 inch fitting on the end there. If you don't have one of these, you can obviously just use a 1/4 inch socket with an extension. What I'm going to do is I'm going to place the tool inside this hole here and then push it that way. See, I've got the tool here slotted into the tensioner here, and then all I'm going to do is just, as I say, I'm just going to put tension on that, pull it across. As you can see, it's moving. So it's just a case of taking the tension off the belt and then releasing the belt. This is a genuine part. This is the Serpentine belt that I've got here, part number 04627031AA. So that's what I'm going to be fitting today. So I'm going to just take the tension off the belt. And then just pull it all off. The other thing you want to do with the new belt and the old belt is just make sure that they are the same size. They are the right size, the same part. As you can see, this is the same. All I'm going to do is just put the belt inside and then thread it round all the components as they were before. All I need to do now is put the belt all around the various items that I've got here. The main thing that you need to remember is that the back of the belt is always going to be on these idler wheels. So we've got one here and we've got one here on the tensioner wheel. So I'm going to put it over the alternator first, under the idler wheel, over the water pump, over the power steering pump, over the air conditioning pump, up behind the idler wheel, and then we're going to then put it over the wait a minute, this is wrong.
I can't take that kind of pressure! No, sweet Jesus!
Okay, I'm going to start now by putting on the belt. So I'll put the belt on the alternator, underneath the first idler wheel, over the water pump, over the power steering pump, over the air conditioning pump. Then I'll pull the belt from the alternator. I'll put that underneath the tensioner idler wheel and then over the crankshaft pulley. Then went up and over the tensioner pulley, and then last but not least it now just needs to go around the crankshaft. Okay, so now I'm just going to put it around the crankshaft, pull on the tensioner wheel. As you can see, the belt moves just enough for me to get the belt on there. All you've got to do as well is make sure that the belt is in between the two grooves here on each of the wheels, and then you release the tension on the tensioner wheel. Check the tension off the belt. Well, that's how it looks when it's completed. A few weeks have passed, so now I'm just going to show you how to do the tensioner. Okay, so on the block there you can see the mounting for the idler tensioner wheel. As you can see, there's like a hole here, just at the left hand side where my finger is, and then if you look at the wheel you'll see there's like a protruding part here. So that protruding part has obviously got to slip into that hole there. So what I've done is I've put the bolt in first, so it's easy to get in. I'll line up the slot, the hole, bolt in the hole, get the slot in the hole, get the bolt started a couple of turns. I'll just use this little ratchet spanner, it's a bit easier. I'll use my socket. Now what I'll do is I'll get my torque wrench. Okay, I've set that to 23 Newton meters. As you can see, the first notch is lined up, so that's a good indicator. if you're looking at that or looking at yours, have a look to see where these notches are, because obviously the further this goes to the left, obviously these notches are going to start to line up with that first notch on the body, and then that'll tell you about how much tension you've got on your idler wheel there. More check, make sure the belt's all lined up, it's all in the correct slots, the correct location. Everything looks good so far. The bolt has obviously been tightened up to 23 Newton meters, 17 foot-pounds. So all I'm going to do now is put the hose back, and then we'll go for a start. And hopefully we won't get any squeaking when we go to start the vehicle. Let's give it a go. I actually had a little bit of squeaking on the belt for the first 5 or 10 minutes, and then after the belt heated up, it's been fine ever since. Guys, thanks very much for watching. Take care.